So today topic is law of variable proportion. It starts with how the input is related to output. When it is only one input, how the output is changing is called law of variable proportion. When there are two inputs like not only land but also a machine, then what is the level of output will be studied? Then it is law of return to scale. So there are two theories. One is law of variable proportion, another one is law of return to scale. There are many definitions that I have given one particular definition. There are two definitions. You can write either of the one. One given by Alfred Marshall, the other one is Stigler. Alfred Marshall said an increase in the amount of variable factor added to the fixed factor causes in the end a less proportionate increase in the amount of the product given by the technical condition. Suppose the income is increasing, the consumption also increasing not in the same proportion. That is called marginal propensity to consume. Likewise, when there is an additional input factor is increased, we cannot expect the same level of output in that particular thing because it will be less than proportion. It's nothing but it's a law of variable proportion. Now, one more definition by another author called Stigler. What he says, an equal increase in the input or added, the input of the other productive service being held a constant beyond certain point, the resulting increment of the product will increase. That is, the marginal product will diminish. It's a very clear definition. If you write this, that gives better idea than the Marshall version. Why? Because here he have made a very clear that that is a stages. At a particular point, after a certain point, the resulting increment is increasing, and marginal product also you have mentioned. So these two definition, either one you have to write. How we have to construct this particular theory? First, we have to list the assumption. Minimum three assumption you should write. First, the technology is constant. Then only one input is we are using, and all the input variable are homogeneous. There are many assumptions, but write these three. Then, based on the assumption, first we are constructing the table. First one is fixed factor. That is one machine tractor is there. One tractor with keep on increasing the number of laborers in the land. When only one tractor with one laborer, he can produce 10 bags of wheat. Likewise, when it is increased to two, one machine with two laborers, it will be 22. So likewise, when keep on increasing the number of laborers, the production is increasing as such 10, 22, 36. So a marginal increase for every additional labor is there. From the third column, we can get the fourth column by dividing in with the second column. That is 10 divided by 1 is 10. 22 divided by 2 is 11. Likewise, third column by second column is nothing but average. Then the last column is marginal production. It is nothing but what is a subsequent additional production because of addition of a labor. So from 0 to it is increased to 10, so it is 10. In the third stage, it is 22. So 22 minus 10 is 12. In the third column, 36 minus 22 is what. Likewise, we have to complete. So construction of this table is more important for expressing the log variable proportion. So based on these, there are three columns: total production, average production, and marginal production. In that particular thing, we have to draw these values in the diagram. How the variable factor labor is measured in the horizontal axis and output in the vertical axis. And if you draw those values, we can get three different values. I've just colored. The red one is the average product and the green one is the marginal product. That will be the total product. It has been divided into three stages. When it is increasing the increasing state, it is stage 1. When it is increasing the decreasing rate, it is stage 2. And it is start decreasing, it is the third stage. That is one particular section A question is possible. What is point of inflection? It's nothing but the output increases with the increasing rate. After a certain point, it will increase in a decreasing rate. The change of increasing rate to decreasing rate of increase is called point of inflection. So there is a separate question is there. Then finally, you have to explain stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Stage 1 name is increasing return stage. Stage 2 is decreasing return stage. And stage 3 is negative return stage because the output is start decreasing. You can see the table. See, from 82 it reduced to 78. See the last column. So This particular 3 stage we have to explain. Finally, where it can be used. A successful manager will expand the business during the first 2 stages, but once the marginal product become a zero, there should not be any further expansion of business or lease or negative returns, because the law of variable proportion gains its importance as it operates under the scarcity of various factors for production, like clarity that makes one professor called John Robinson, he have rightly pointed out that this particular law variable indicates there is a limit to extend the input factor to reach a maximum level of output. Where it will happen, it can possible only in the first stage. The stage 1 can be considered as expansion production. In stage 2, it will be of product diversification. Finally, stage 3, we have to quit the business. Otherwise, he will end up in the loss. There are few limitations also there. First of all, we are considering the technology is constant. That is not a true statement. And of course, it is not possible to treat only one input as a for production. Only that one is variable. That is also a limitation. It may be a drawback for the law of variable proportion. And third important drawback is this particular law of variable proportion only for the short run, but actually what we need for long run. So this particular theory is applicable for long run. So how you have to answer? It should be in 5 stages. Stage 1, write introduction. What is law of variable proportion is? That is, there are 2 theories: law of variable proportion or law of return. Then second one, you have to write the definition. Either you can write the Marshall's definition or you can write the Stigler's assumption. In the third stage, write the assumption. Write any 3 assumptions. Technology is constant, only one input, all the input are homogeneous. These 3 are important assumption. Apart from them, there are many things there. Just write these 3. Then draw the table in the 4th stage and draw the diagram in the 5th stage. And finally, in the 6th stage, just write stage 1, it is increasing, that point of inflection. These 2 points mentioned in that particular stage. In stage 2, it is increasing in a decreasing stage. It is called decreasing return stage. Finally, it reaches maximum and it is coming down. So it is a negative return stage. Then finally concluded. If you write like this, then you can secure full marks. Now it's time for you to complete this particular answer. If you start writing, maximum 3 to 3.5 pages will be there. So now you start writing using this particular thing. I will share the PPT in the WhatsApp. All of you type your name in the chat box.